Hello, I'm Dr. Willsticks, and today we're going to be talking about supernatural regions, magical environments, and natural hazards on Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. Supernatural regions are, supernatural, whether it's been touched by the force of the outer planes or plagued with ghosts. The first region we'll cover is Blessed Radiance, where the grace of the upper planes has affected this area. This type of area can occur at a grand church or perhaps the lair of some sort of celestial being, such as an angel or a Kirin. The next zone is the Far Realm Influence. This is when aberrant horrors and elder evils leak into the material plane. You can really flavor the Far Realm however you want, from the ground consisting of slimy dark tentacles to billions of eyeballs that seem to flee from your players whenever their footfalls come close to them. This phenomenon most often occurs due to some powerful magical artifacts or an immense gathering of far realm creatures, such as a dreaming beholder or a colony consisting of thousands of mind flayers. Our next environment is the Haunted Zone. These are places full of ethereal beings and ghosts. These areas are not just haunted at random. They usually tie into some sort of story, such as an area filled with tragic killings, or a very, very vengeful group of spirits. When insects or spiders are magically or in some other way boosted, they can usually create the infested region. This is really cool if you describe it well. It's basically a place full of spiders, so something like a dark town that's covered in cobweb, with billions of spiders clinging to the outsets of buildings. Another common thing to find in these areas are people or other objects cocooned up in webs to be feasted on later. Perhaps if your players find one of these cocoons, they might be able to find someone who can tell them what exactly is going on. Our next area is Psychic Renaissance. These are areas where magic has caused strange effects from strong emotions that manifest into a physical form or into a physical creature. This area tends to toy with players or beings who enter inside of it. They might become angry, regretful, sad, or happy for no real reason. Unraveling magic occurs when the weave is torn or damaged in some way, making magic very unpredictable. This can be really fun if your party heavily relies on magic. If you want to give them a challenge, or just mess with your spellcasters, then throw one of these areas in while they travel. Well, that was supernatural hazards. Now it's time to go into magical phenomenon. First up is the Eldritch Storm. When magic gets stuck in the wind, it creates 4 different types of storms. The first is flay winds, where super powerful winds pick up and launch things all through the air. The next is a flame storm. This has thunder that releases ash and fiery droplets come down from above. Third up is the Necromancy Tempest. Dark clouds in the shape of skulls, as well as bone-shaped lightning, comes down from the sky. This area has increased necromantic power, which can leave water undrinkable and crops to wither. These can last anywhere from 1d4 days, which could seriously harm the environment. The last is Thyrim's Howl. These are blizzards with unmatched strength, leaving living creatures dead, frozen in ice. These typically last 2d10 hours. These blizzards howl on for a very long time, and are caused by Thyrim, a god of frost giants. Next is the Enchanted Springs, with water that can perform miracles. These springs are typically exist because of some sort of magical event or blessing from a higher being. Not all springs are blessed. Some are even cursed by evil beings, or have the ichor of demons spilled into them. Many can seek out these places to harness them, yet their magical water loses all its properties if it's not bottled in a vial that's been blessed or cursed by the same being. In the Underdark, there was a whole bunch of mushrooms, and sometimes these mushrooms can be magical. These magical mushrooms have many strange properties. Some of them can give you HP, some can change the color of your skin, and some can even make you cluck like a chicken. Only a true master in mycology will be able to discern which mushrooms are which. In very rare cases, mimics can band together to form colonies. These mimics are able to talk telepathically, and they work together to make incredibly large objects. If a colony is big enough, they can create entire cities, cliff faces, statues, or anything else that these mimics want to pretend to be. In places where natural or druidic magic is strong, or in the garden of certain wizards, trees can produce magical fruit. These fruit are vibrant and often shifting in color. Some of the magical effects of these fruit include giving you resistance to a predetermined damage type, gaining telepathy for a day, or not needing to eat or sleep for 1d4 days, or just regain HP. Our final area is the Unearthly Road. Unearthly Road is a trail of magic running through the ground. These roads can make traveling up to 21 miles take mere minutes of walking. These roads are commonly used for shortening travel routes. Sometimes these roads require a key to activate. These keys can be anything from the name of an archfey, to this being the descendant of a great hero, or permanently sacrificing a memory of great joy. Well, that's it for these magical effects and locales. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.